Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nerd. I'm officially doing a post commentary for you guys today. We're going to be talking about the premium service that was released quite a while ago, back during the summer, obviously this year. But before we jump into that, I need to give you guys some context onto the gameplay and information about it on my loadout and obviously the map and the game type. So without further ado, I guess we're going to jump into it. I'm using the M1014 with a red dot, the flechette as the ammunition, and extended mags because, you know, who doesn't like an extra 2 bullets? But I'll be using the assault kit because I find it to be the most suitable for situations. You know, you can revive allies and you can throw down health packs when you get injured. And I'm obviously playing Operation 925 on Domination, and I'm not sure if it's 200 or 300% increased on tickets. I think it's one of those two if I am correct. So yeah, I guess that's really all you guys need to know for the gameplay perspective and what I'm using. And overall, it kind of turned out in my favor considering that the M1014 is not the best shotgun in the game, that is for sure. It was pretty difficult at some points, but overall it worked out in my favor and I came out on top. So, alright, I guess we'll jump into the premium and I'll give you guys some information on all of this stuff and kind of reiterate what I talked about a while ago. Quite a while ago I made a video concerning the premium. You know, I talked about the benefits of it and I was basically urging people to get it. I found it to be very acceptable and it at the time seemed like a good investment. But I'm going to kind of go over the stuff that's been released so far and what's to come. I do realize that the bonus content for this month has been announced, and it has been a humongous disappointment to many players. I know a lot of the Battlefield mainstream guys are very disappointed in it. They actually made a video talking about basically what the community stands right now and how they stand on the matter, and they didn't seem too impressed. Personally, I don't think it's worth our time. I mean, concept art of 20 images, I mean, that kind of sounds like stuff that should have been in the game on day one. I mean, it's not anything that's going to make you go, oh man, a premium just saved me, you know, so much money or something. I mean, it's just concept art and it's really not that impressive, to be completely honest. But overall, everything else that's going to be included, Back to Karkin was released back in December. If you got Premium, you got that for free, so that was your bonus content right when Premium came out. Obviously, you've had Close Quarters, which dropped, you know, back June, I think, something like that. You have Armored Kill that's coming out here September, and then throughout the rest, you'll have Aftermath followed by Endgame, and those are yet to be kind of released on the matters of what they're going to, you know, have within them. We do realize Aftermath is going to be cities and you know, just medium engagements, a little bit bigger than Close Quarters, or actually quite a bit bigger, but it's going to focus more on the infantry and probably a little bit of vehicles, kind of like playing Sin Crossing, you know, how you have the LAV on Rush. That's probably how it's going to work out in its favor. It'll probably be something of that sort. It won't be out complete, you know, air and vehicle warfare, kind of like how Armored Kill is going to turn out to be. But in my opinion, I mean, was I impressed by Premium? You know, did I get my money's worth? Yes, for one humongous reason. I mainly bought Premium, believe it or not, just for the double XP factor. I really wanted to get done with Battlefield 3. You know, obviously I maxed out this weekend and I hit Colonel 100, so I'm pretty stoked. You know, I'm not saying that I don't want to play anymore, but you know, when you play a game this long and for this period of time and you're constantly focusing on the big picture, it can really take away from the whole experience. It can kind of set you back and put you into this mindset. It's like, is this really worth it? You know, am I playing the game for the factors that I enjoy, or am I playing it because I feel obligated to play it? And personally, I felt like I was obligated to play it. I haven't really got to play a whole lot of games, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I post a little bit of everything else, you know, a little Call of Duty, but that stuff's really recorded in about an hour. And a lot of it doesn't require a ton of effort in order to get gameplays for, let's say, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is an easy game to get gameplays for. You know, if you go to Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I mean, each mission takes about 45 minutes to an hour, so that can be a little prolonged and a little difficult sometimes. I mean, that's depending on how many times you fail the mission and etc. But I don't know, I tell you, Battlefield sometimes just felt like it was more of a job than it was something to take into account of having fun. So Double XP really did help me a lot. I'm sure a lot of people that bought Premium, maybe a lot of you guys, just for that fact, probably enjoyed getting times 2 XP. Like currently there's a double XP occurring right now for 154 hours. It should end somewhere around Thursday, so that's a lot less now. I mean, it started Friday at like 6 o'clock my time. So it worked out in my favor. I mean, over the weekend I got 17 levels, so I can't complain. I got about a little over 4 million XP in about 2 days. So it worked out for the better, definitely in my favor. The content, I mean, overall, I mean, map packs, I really like the map packs. I enjoy getting new guns. I enjoy the new assignments, even though the last ones that were released in close quarters were probably the most aggravating ones I've ever had to deal with in my entire life in Battlefield 3. They really were frustrating. I know a lot of people, again, on the mainstream Battlefield guys, they were talking about how it turned you into, a less effective player. It made you play in ways that you probably would never play. I mean, I know Conquest Domination is kind of ruined because of all the C4 guys. I'm sorry, but it's probably the most pathetic thing you can possibly do. If you look at the big picture of it, are you getting more XP than somebody that's running flags? No, you're probably towards the middle or the bottom of the list. Running flags is what's going to get you the XP, and that's taken. I mean, take that from somebody that's all they did for 2 days during double XP. I ran flags, and it was probably the worst thing ever, but when you're getting 1,000 points per flag on double XP, I mean, you can't be complaining. But overall, C4ing on close quarters is just really ridiculous, and I really hate the shotguns. That seems to just ruin it, the whole gist of it. But I mean, I do realize it's close quarters, and shotguns don't really work in the regular version of Battlefield 3 in the first place. I'm not saying you can't do well with them, but close quarters just fits their description a lot better, but it can just be a little aggravating if you're trying to use, say, like a SG-553 or something, less experienced weapon or less powerful weapon. You can get outgunned very, very easy with the slugs. I mean, you don't even have to really do a whole lot of effort with the slugs. Up to 15 meters, it's a one-shot. So you're pretty much good on that category if you like to use shotguns. I would recommend using the pump actions if that's something that you're struggling with in close quarters or something. That's my main tip for you guys today. But back to the main topic. I mean, guns. Yes, I really do enjoy getting guns. Could you imagine if we didn't have guns right now, how boring Battlefield 3 would be? I mean, we'd have no, new LMGs, assault rifles. I mean, we'd be using the same things over and over again. I guarantee we'd see a lot of guys with the M16A3 100 stars. But I mean, you still see a lot of M16s. You just don't see anywhere near as much as we probably would if there was no bonus content or map packs or skins for weapons or assignments, etc. But I just find that Premium gave us more of a like a space to fill our void. We had more options. We could play more game types. More stuff was added. So overall, I mean, was Premium worth it? In my opinion, yes, it was worth it a lot. Am I really disappointed in the bonus content for this month? Yeah, I'm disappointed just like everyone else that went to Twitter and all the mainstream forums and was trolling them. I didn't do that personally. I just kind of sat there and took it in the ass and said whatever. But overall, Premium is worth it. If you haven't gotten it, I mean, I'd recommend it if you got the money to spare. I mean, especially if you're a low kernel and you're really just wanting to get up there and level up, get the experience, have more per se fun when you hit higher ranks. When you hit higher ranks, I feel like the game gets more fun. I remember back in my kernel, like 5 days, I was like, oh, it's going to take forever to get 95 levels because, I mean, that's millions of points there. That's, what is that, like 17 million points or something ridiculous. So, I mean, you got a pretty good journey ahead of you if you're only like kernel 5 as of now. I mean, it's definitely not as fun. I mean, take it from someone and many others that have hit max rank. I mean, it's definitely not something that you want to redo and thoroughly enjoy. It's definitely not a fun journey. But as I said, overall, yes, Premium was totally worth my money. Am I looking forward to Armored Kill and the other expansion packs that are coming? Well, for sure. I mean, we got snow maps and Armored Kill, as I've talked about in other videos. I've talked about a little bit of Aftermath. It's going to be city limits. I mean, you got all kind of cool things that are going to be introduced, and it's going to continue to bring people back to Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 is in no way going to die from, the bad content maybe we got for 1 month. I mean, I'm sure the bonus content for the next couple months is probably not going to be anywhere near what me and you probably want. I was really hoping for weapon skins, maybe a little bit of camo. Maybe they'd put weapon skins on like the better guns in the games, like the M4A1, M16, just anything that actually is good in the game. Granted, we already see enough of that, but I figure it's more interesting to have skins for guns that me and you maybe use compared to weapons that are low-tier weapons. They don't do as much damage or they're not as good in multi-situational, combat. and I feel like the guns that they've been giving us, the 4 just bad weapons in my eyes, I feel like they could have actually substituted them for, the better weapons, and I feel like the skins would have got more use out of them. I feel like it would have been a better experience for everyone, and I feel like overall, I don't think we would have been bitching about it, to be completely honest. But, guys, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about Premium. I know the community is kind of diverse in this situation. One side is like, yes, pro, like me, pro Premium, and some people are like, screw Premium, I'm just going to buy the map packs, that's all I'm interested in, or just in general, EA or DICE, however you want to give them credit for hate on them, in a sense. You're basically saying like, they're stealing money, they're trying to gain more revenue for their content or whatever, we should get it free. I mean, it just depends on what your matters are and how you want to look at the situation. But overall, again, you guys just have to let me know, and I would be interested to see what you guys have to say on the matter. Again, it's so diverse in this situation currently. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the gameplay. I thought this was a good game. It wasn't the best thing I have on my hard drive, but I figured for the topic that I had selected today, I figured it would work out for the better. I figured it was something that, since I brought up a little bit of shotguns and talked about the ammunition and stuff like that, and just the overall close quarters theme, I figured it would be a better topic to go over than sticking something like an AEK or something in the game play for you guys to watch. I mean, granted, there'll be more on the way, and I'm sure going to be hopping on the other projects here soon. I just wanted to get you guys a Battlefield 3 video because I figure that's what you guys came here for, and I figure that's probably the best thing that you guys are probably going to want to watch and or listen to, the topics related to Battlefield 3. But again, guys, just let me know in the comments on your thoughts on Premium, and I guess we'll just jump to a different topic for the last about a minute, and then we're going to say our goodbyes, and I'm going to go play some more games, I guess. But yeah, guys, as I said in the last video, if you guys wanted to add me, I will for sure add my gamertag in the description of this video. I'd like to play with you guys. A few of you have already added me, and I've played with a couple of you guys. You guys are pretty good, I'm not going to lie. You guys keep me on my toes, and you make sure I'm not making stupid mistakes and having too much fun, let's put it that way. But yeah, I played with one guy in close quarters, and we had a good time. He unfortunately had to leave and go play with one of his friends, which was unfortunate. It was kind of in the middle of a game, but we still won, so it was no big deal, and we weren't really too worried. The other team was not the best players in the entire world, let's put it that way. But for sure, guys, if you want to play with me, again, it'll be in the description, and I would love to play with you guys. I'm not like everyone else that doesn't want to play with their subscribers or anything. I would actually enjoy playing with you guys. A lot of the time in Battlefield 3 or just in other games in general, I'm usually a lone wolf in it or playing with one other guy. So for sure, hit me up with a friend request, and if you guys could you write maybe like where you found it from, because I get some people that just add me for the random factor. If you could write like YT or YouTube or something in the same message, that way I know where you came from. Otherwise, I'm going to look at it and go, is this somebody that knows me, or is it someone that was on the other team and got their shit pushed and wants to get on my friends list for some reason. But that's just something I wanted to bring up. I thought I'd talk about it. I put it in the description yesterday, and a few of you guys have sincerely went along and added me. So yeah, I guess that's really all I had to talk about on that. I just wanted to bring it up and make sure you guys were aware if you did not watch yesterday's video or any of the other ones. I currently posted a video about what is it called, Dead Ops or something, and you guys took it over pretty well. You got a alright response. I don't know if many of you guys saw it, and the sub boxes are pretty screwed up just in general on YouTube. But if you guys haven't seen that and you're interested, me and a good friend of mine that shows up in many videos, we played a little bit and got semi-far, I guess. We could have gotten farther, but he sucks at the game, so you guys can blame it on him and send him the hate mail. But hope you guys enjoyed. Unfortunately, the game's going to be coming to an end. I get an alright score, as I've said before, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. So this is going to be Nerd Mode On, signing off. Peace.